Okay, so let's see if we can name some compounds, some alcohols, a little faster than we did in the first two videos. So hopefully you can see on this first compound, compound number 1, you can see that your longest chain that has this hydroxyl group in it is going to have carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a heptanol. So since the alcohol is in the second position, it's going to be heptan 2 all, since that alcohol, that hydroxyl group, is in the second position. What else do we have in our molecule? Here at position 5 we have a 5-methyl. And down here at carbon 4 we have a 4-propyl. And if we put these things in alphabetical order, our two substituents, we know that M comes before P. So if we write that out, if we put all these three things together, the final name of our compound will be 5-methyl. Then we're going to have 4-propyl. And then we don't have to hyphenate into the suffix of our name, which is 4-propyl heptan 2-all. So that will be the name of our compound. 5-methyl 4-propyl heptan 2-all. So let's look down here at the next problem, problem number 2. So if we look for the longest carbon chain in here, and again, we're looking for the longest carbon chain close to our hydroxyl group. So if we were to start at this end and name our compound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, you can see right away that that's not going to work, because that is not the longest chain with the hydroxyl group on the closest end of it. So if we start here and we say 1, 2, 3, the hydroxyl group is in the third position. 4, 5, 6, 7 carbons. So again, we're dealing with another heptanol, except this time our hydroxyl group is in the third position. So it's going to be heptan 3-all. So let's look around at our substituents. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbons. And the only thing that we have a substituent on is this carbon 4. And this one, hopefully you remember from chemistry 3101. This one's a little trickier. Since this is a branched alkane off of here, this group here, we're going to have to put this in brackets. So what this is going to be is it's going to be 4 bracket, since it's on the fourth carbon. So how would you name this piece that's in this green box here? This is an ethyl group because it has 1, 2 carbons. So you'd say 1 bromoethyl. 1 bromoethyl dash. So if we put all these things together, we get the name of our compound, which is 4 1 bromoethyl. Again, the brackets indicate that we're talking about this group here that's branched off. So 4 1 bromoethyl. Let me close that bracket. Heptane 3-all. So we were able to name that one pretty quickly. So let's take a look at the next one. This one looks a little bit crazier because it's got this phenyl group on it here. You see a phenyl group. So let's take a look at this one. So what is our longest chain with our hydroxyl group on it? Hopefully you can see that it's carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know, again, this is another heptanol. Or excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, I made a mistake. It's not a heptanol, it's an octanol. It's got 8 carbons. Sorry, I skipped a carbon there. So this is going to be an octanol. So what we're going to have here, though, this time is we're going to have octane 3-all because our hydroxyl group is in the third position. So what else is in the 3 position? Well, we have a 3-phenyl group. So we have that 3-phenyl group in the third position. And we also have 6-chloro. So if we put that all together in alphabetical order, we know that C comes before P. So when we put these things together in alphabetical order, what we get is 6-chloro, 3-phenyl, octane. You can say octane or octan, 3-all. Okay, so we were able to name that one very quickly. So let's try one more. Let's do one more problem here. So if we look at this last problem, this is a nice one. It's a cyclohexanol. We know the root here is our cyclohexanol because we have one, oh, where are we here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons, but we have this double bond here. So we're going to have to include that in our name. So it won't just be a cyclohexanol, it's going to be a cyclohex. So the way you would name that is cyclohex 3, 3 in 1 all. So this 3 is indicating the start of our double bond at the third carbon, and this 1 indicates where our hydroxyl group is. So what else do we have in the molecule? Well, we only have one other substituent, which is a 3-bromo group. 3-bromo. So if we put all these things together, so I'll write this out in red, the final answer will be, we'll start with this part, this will be our first part, and this will be the second part of our name. So it's going to be 3-bromo cyclohex 3 in 1 all. And this is the final name of our compound. So that gives you an overview of how to name these 4 compounds, and hopefully you can name things a little quicker than I did in the first video. Hopefully you can find the carbon chain relatively quickly and put names together relatively quickly like I have in this video here. So I hope this helps a little bit in naming alcohols.